was asked to do a call tonight, and just before I get really started, I'm going to let people kind of get on here a little bit, and then I'm just going to invite a couple of friends to make sure that they're all on here, and then we'll get started. Okay, I think that's like enough right now. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why it doesn't matter, winning doesn't matter. And I know that's going to sound strange, especially, you know, coming from me, but why I think that winning doesn't matter, Success Club points don't matter. I know that's crazy from us, like success, let me say that again, Success Club points don't matter, not as much as what really, really, really does matter. And that is our journey to getting there. A lot of you guys probably know me from the Beachbody Challenge. I was one of the top 4 women in that challenge, and I didn't win the $100,000. I won the $25,000, which was incredible and such a blessing to my family. And actually, when I am talking about my coaching journey, for almost about a year, I was a coach, but like a discount coach, and I was like getting Emerald, I was making Diamond and everything, but I wasn't working my business because I was so focused on my own journey. Like I was having challenge groups, I was doing all of the things that a coach does, but my mind was not 100% coaching. And so that's why it was almost like being one of the top challengers and knowing that I was going to be one of these top challengers and having it be my goal, my main focus, it was almost hurting me, which I know you're like, what? How could it hurt you? It's your journey, product to the product. That's the number 1 rule, right? Well, the problem was I just wasn't pushing myself as far as I could push myself. Like I wasn't living to my full coaching potential. Like, yes, I would hit Success Club 14 some months, like that was my highest month. Yes, I would, get a bunch of people signed up, but I wasn't focusing and being the best coach I could be for everyone, if that makes sense. And so it was probably around April, so before the challenge had even like really ramped up and I had found out I was like in the top 4 and stuff, I went on the Success Club trip and I met like all of these amazing people in person. So it's funny because I had been separated from my group. I was in the Unico and they were in the Hard Rock. And so I was there again, kind of like, I know you aren't going to believe this because I'm super loud now, but I came from being an introvert, which is strange, I know. But when I met my husband, and he can testify to this, I didn't like calling people on the phone. I didn't like inviting people would definitely be something I would not want to do. There were so many things that I was kind of shy about. And so I just kind of walked up to the bar, and Jen and Mike was actually at the bar, and I was just kind of being shy. And I was like, I didn't really know exactly who he was, but I kind of knew who he was. And I was like, I love your tattoos, because that's my thing. Like my tattoos, you can't see them, but my tattoos, like I'm a tattoo shop owner, and I was just like, I love your tattoos. Tell me about your tattoos, because it's not about the piece. It's not about the tattoo. It's about the journey. A lot of people with tattoos, they always have this big, long story behind their tattoo. While the tattoos are always super cool and they're fun to see, what's really, really incredible is the journey. And I feel like that is what coaching is like. And that is what this process is like. So it wasn't like the very end. It wasn't me being on stage. That wasn't like the best part. Like the best part for me for the Beachbody Challenge was the process, was like becoming healthier, watching my kids watch me. Like if you ever see my before and afters before, my son's like standing right next to me and flexing in some of them, like he's really like in it with me. And that journey, that process, what was really important. And I feel like it's the same with coaching. The Success Club points don't matter. They're awesome. They're great. And if you are helping people and you are reaching out and genuinely caring about people and trying to see what you can help them with and how you can transform their lives, the Success Club points will come. Like, that'll come naturally. It's just like when my husband started his tattoo business. He was so passionate about tattooing. At first, he was just like, people were paying him Red Bulls to tattoo him. Like, people were whatever. He wasn't concentrating on the money part of it. He was concentrating on just like his passion and how the tattoo looked and all of that, to the point that it was like the money came. Like, the money came, no problem. That's what we need to be in coaching. And that's where I've switched my mindset a lot since April. When I was sitting on the beach and I'm seeing Jen with her awesome team, and I was being a part of it, but like, she had this like awesome tribe of women. She had like all these women with her, and we're in these pictures and we're doing this photo shoot together. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want. And I started to think about all of the women that I wanted on that beach with me. Like, seriously thinking about it. Like, my dream list. And I say women. There's actually some men that I want on that beach with me too. There's a few men that I've thought about in my dream team, and us celebrating together, like us celebrating that we're transforming our lives. And I'm not talking about just physically, because there's a lot of coaches that maybe haven't had that physical transformation, and maybe they're never going to have a physical transformation. Like my coach, Michelle, she's been rocking like nice abs and nice shoulders and nice legs for like a long time. Yeah, they change a little bit with each program, but hold on, my cat. So there you saw my quirkiness. I can't stand when my cat cries. It just hurts my heart. She's a little Persian. But anyways, Michelle's not going to lose 100 pounds because she didn't have 100 pounds to lose. But if you knew Michelle last year and you know her this year, like, she has transformed tons over the last year. And it hasn't been physical. It's been mental. Like, it was like this super she's switched her focus from what can I do with training and what can I do with this and what can I do with that to how can I love people more? How can I support them more? And how can I do all of these things more, instead of reassessing all the trainings that we could do and all of these things, just renovating what we're already doing. Like, every month, it's very tempting for us coaches to be like, we're starting over. Okay, new start. And it's like, no, like, you are great. You are awesome. You have something to bring to the table. Like, how can we renovate that? And I think that that's like where I've changed my big focus. And so I have a little challenge for you guys. Like, I said invite friends. So I got to see if I can exit out of that, but I have a little challenge for you guys in these comments. And I love the book for T for Transformation. I don't know who's all read it, but Sean T, you all know Sean T, 30-minute max, like the man, the one and only. He's coming out with a new program in January. Oh, and I have something to say about that. Whoever can say the fastest right now, whoever can say the fastest, and I'm going to look after, like, in the links, something they love about themselves right now in the comments, I'm going to pay for that book to be shipped to your house so that you can read it. So if you have something awesome that you want to say, like, I want us to start shouting ourselves out for our accomplishments. Like, we don't have to renovate all of our things. We don't have to do any of that. All we need to do is start loving ourselves more and start loving other people more. So if you ask me how I run my challenge groups, one thing that is super awesome that I do is Michelle and I run our challenge groups together. like all of the time. We're always running our challenge groups together because more love to give and better, together is better and all of these things. And so we run our groups together. 2, we focus on just loving on people. And how can you love on someone if you can't love on yourself? Like, think about that. And I'm not talking about like just physically, I'm talking about like everything. So that's another big thing that we do is we just really, really love on other people like wholeheartedly. And 3, another thing that we do that we just started and is U+2. And so I'm like, Michelle's like coining this phrase. No, I know that it's like already out there, but when people start, we're saying to them, who do you love and who do you want to be on this journey with you? Who do you want to transform with you? What 2 people? Like, and if you think about it, everybody has those 2 people out there. For me, it was like Raul, of course, because he's my hubby and all that. And my friend Aubrey. And I was like, you 2, when I started, they got started with me. I was enrolled in like 24 hours. And it's like, that's what we're trying to start like a culture of, like in our team is if you're joining us, then bring 2 people into the challenge with you. And so that's like the 3rd thing that we're doing. But anyways, I thought I would tell you a little bit about what I'm going for this month, and maybe it'll inspire you to go for something. So I found with the Beachbody Challenge that the biggest thing for me, and Michelle like will testify to this, is I am a goal setter, goal getter. Like if I want something, I have to set a goal. I have to have mini goals, and then I have to have a big goal. And so my mini goal is to do the dirt. And if you've ever read like Ask Gary Vee, which this is like a shout out to Mike, he suggested this to me. If you ever read Ask Gary Vee, he talks about the dirt. So what the dirt is your actions daily. What are you doing to get your feet dirty, to get your hands dirty, to get in there? What are your daily tasks looking like? And that dirt is what makes you be able to dream big. And that's the sky. Like those big, huge, awesome dreams. Like for me last year, it was like, I want to win the Beachbody Challenge. So I had to do little mini dirt things. So for instance, with that, I had to work out every day. I had to work on my nutrition. I had to drink our superfood shake that you all know is wonderful and awesome. I had to do all of those things. So I could become, the best, the best Beachbody challenger, But now my dirt needs to change because now I'm not a challenger anymore. I'm a coach. And so how my dirt changes is the vital behaviors. And I know you guys all have heard them. I know you've all, okay, great, we've heard the vitals, but think about it. Being product of the product, that means I need to drink my shakes and do my workouts. Inviting every single day. PD is huge, and that's why I'm like, I'll send you the Shaun T book, and recognition. And so those 4 things, it doesn't matter how you do them. It doesn't matter if you track them. I track mine through Teamsy, but it doesn't matter if you're tracking them through an Excel sheet, if you're writing them down on paper. Make sure you are tracking those, just like you track in the Challenger app or you track in, the To Be Mindset tracker, however you're tracking, like you're tracking your personal journey, and that's going to make you a bigger success. But tracking your business journey, that is super, super, super important. And so like what Michelle did like a couple of weeks ago is we did Win the Week. And I know a lot of people were doing that with their coaches. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to win this week. So I started filling out the Win the Week tracker. And if you don't have it, like shout me out, whatever, like message me, I will send it to you. And this Win the Week tracker had like conversations. It had like all of these different things. Well, I noticed on the bottom, it said 2 coaches and 2 challengers. So in my mind, I'm going, so you're telling me if I do this whole page that I'll have 4 new signups because I'll have 2 coaches and 2 challengers, right? So that's my dirt. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this out. So what did I do? Me being like the crazy overachiever that I am, Michelle's always lecturing me about this, like, I want you to do less more often, but no, that's not my style very often. So me being the overachiever that I was, I'm like, I'm going to fill out this whole page of conversations. So 50 conversations, 25 coach invites, 25 challenge invites, tons of personal development, all of these things. I'm going to fill this all out, what I can, like in one day, and see if it gets me 4 coaches, right? Because it's like, if you're doing, it's seriously compounding effect. If you're doing 25 conversations and you're versus doing 50 conversations, then you should have twice as many invites, right? Like if you're having genuine conversations. If you're doing twice as many invites, then you're gonna have twice as much success, right? Like this is like a math, like just multiplying. And so anyways, I tracked it and I did that and I wrote down, I literally wrote in this little square at the bottom, my dream people that I wanted. I'm like, I want these people so bad. These are the 4. Like, I'm just going to write it down, put it out to the universe, and hopefully these people sign up. And if you guys know, or if anything you've seen on my posts or anything, 2 out of those 4 people signed up. So I felt like it was like a huge success because I was like, yes, these are the people I've always wanted on my team. And I'll like give them a shout out. It was Brittany and Mike. So I'm like, yes, I've always wanted these 2 people. Like I've always wanted them to join. And you know why they didn't join before? Because I wasn't doing the dirt. What dirt was I not doing? I wasn't inviting to coaching. I was inviting to challengers, like challenges. So when I was inviting to challenges, I was getting challengers. When I was inviting to coaching, I was getting coaches. And so why was I not inviting to coaching? Like, let's talk about that. I had like some huge excuses why I wasn't inviting to coaching. One, I thought, I don't have the systems in place to invite to coaching. 2, I thought people aren't going to want to be on my team because I'm a really great challenger, so I can invite challengers. 3, I thought, how the heck am I going to ask someone to build a business with me? Like, I can ask someone to do a workout. I can ask someone to eat healthier. I can ask someone to drink the shakes because they're delicious and they've worked for me and that's how I've lost 100 pounds. Like, I'm great about asking about that. But why I couldn't ask to coaching was all of these huge buts and excuses. And what Michelle and I always say is, let's eat excuses, not cookies. So I started to, think about my excuses and say, what's the worst that could happen? And so I invited my first person to coaching, and it was Mike. And I was intimidated by him a little bit because he's this amazing massage therapist. He knows all about energy and he knows all about all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, he would be such a good coach. I just see him blowing up with all the energy work he does and all of these things. And that's all I did. It was like this light bulb came on. All I had to do is tell him how great he was. You are so amazing. These are the reasons why I like you. These are the reasons I'm intimidated by you. These are the reasons I want you on my team. And it was so easy. I was like, why have I not been doing this all along? It is so much easier to invite to coaching because you're not asking someone to transform their whole entire life. You're asking them to use their tools that they already have and to make money. And you're not asking them for money. You're asking them to make money doing it. And I'm like, wait, that felt really, really good. And I was like, I can do 25 coaching invites easy because all I have to do is go to my list of people that I'm most intimidated by on my Facebook and tell them why they're so amazing and why our products are so amazing, because believe me, I believe in the products. And if you don't believe in the products, you got to get that down first, because that is in the clear, in the bag for me. I use every product. So it was easy because it's like, hey, you're awesome. And these products are awesome. And making money is awesome. Let's do this together. And it was like a light bulb went off. And all of a sudden, when my energy which a lot of people, if you realize like if your energy's up or down or you have a bad attitude or whatever, fix that first, because that can get in your way. That got in my way a couple months this year, but my energy was pushed into the love into them and the love in the products and love into that. It was so easy to get people signed up that way. I was like, I have been working super hard, way too much, just not loving on people, like just messaging them. And whether you're inviting to a challenge, you can do the same thing. Tell them all the reasons why you want them in your challenge group. You know, they're a strong mom. They've got awesome tattoos. These are all the things that like I would hope that someone would say about me. But I'm just like thinking about like all the different things that you can say about someone and say, you know what? I love this product and I love you. And I want us to love this product together. And so anyways, that's kind of how I've shifted my invites and how I've shifted my challenge group. There's been one way that's just like a technique. We've gone to Facebook groups instead of just doing the tracker challenger. It's just, I love the tracker app. It's super awesome. I think it's a great way to track things, but I like to reach people where they're at. And so if they're on Facebook and Facebook groups, then that's where I want to reach them at, because it's the easiest to get them to comment, to like back, to do all of those things. So that's one thing that we've just done, just Facebook group. The second thing that we've done is we opened the Mindset Academy, and we are using this as a success group rather than a challenge group. So this is a great place for someone that is looking for long-term results, which my avatar, like so an avatar is like what your target audience would be. My target audience is women like me who needed to lose 100 pounds, that wanted to stay on it long-term, who are rebels in that they're not going to listen to what other people say about plus size. Those type of women, they're definitely going to want a success group instead of a challenge group. Because 21 days, you're not going to lose 100 pounds in 21 days. I promise you, you won't. And so that's why the success group has been better for my avatar. Now, your avatar might be different. Your avatar might be someone that needs to lose a quick, 20 pounds before Halloween or whatever it is that it is. So cater to your audience. That's what I like, a big thing. Cater to your audience. Like if your audience is not going to be like doing lift 4, then that's fine. Like you can cater to them. Yes, have a lift 4 group going. Like even if it's with a couple of your friends, have a lift 4 group going, but don't offer someone that needs to lose 100 pounds something that's not going to benefit them, if that makes sense. Like make sure that you are not just benefiting yourself because it's a new thing that's coming out, but looking for what's right for the person, because that's like been a huge thing for me. Like I had a couple people that I started with 80-day obsession. I was like, you can do this. This is awesome. And some people really crushed it and killed it. And some people weren't ready yet. And they actually started, like, this is like an awesome round of applause thing for them, but they actually started 80-day obsession after they did To Be Mindset for a little while. So they got their nutrition under control, and then they went to actually doing the hard 80-day obsession thing. And she's killing 80-day obsession because she was ready, if that makes sense. So that's another thing that I've kind of shifted my mind towards. And then the last thing is that our coaches, we're all in a group together called Together We're Better. And that coaching group has been amazing and super awesome and super, like, I just feel like I found my tribe in that group. Like I've met some amazing people that are like my coach sisters, if that makes sense. And so just working together as a team, like what's great is if Michelle has someone that she wants to get on the team that has to lose 100 pounds and has PCOS and all these things that I have, she can say, hey, look at this before and after. Yes, I don't have 100 pounds to lose. No, I will never have 100 pounds to lose. But one of my challengers does and did it with this program. And she can send over the before and after, and that person can see that, like, I'm totally on board. We've even done messages together, but just really working together. And I've done the same thing with Michelle, and I've done the same thing with other people. Like look, I know you don't have 100 pounds to lose and you're just wanting to get rocking abs. Let me show you this picture of Michelle. She started out with, a 9 out of 10 abs, and now she's got a 20 out of 10 abs. So like that like helping each other, like really, I just think is super, super, super powerful, just because we are a team, and it shows like this team effort, and it shows that we love on each other. And so when I'm doing my posts nowadays, like I'm not posting as much about the challenge and losing weight and all of these things. Like I'm more posting like, hey, I'm doing a coach apprenticeship. Hey, look at these awesome pictures of us on the beach. Wouldn't you love to be on the beach with us? Like all of these things, because that's the person I'm wanting. So really market towards your avatar what person that you're wanting. If you're wanting to build a legacy and you're wanting it to be a million things down the road, then you need to be inviting to that opportunity. And it is an amazing opportunity. Like, I don't know how many of you follow Scotty Hobbs. I'm sure like everybody on this call, I would hope, but he did a great post like 2 days ago that really hit, maybe it was even yesterday, really hit home for me. It was, okay, so this challenge pack, we get paid what, $50 to, have someone start a challenge pack. What would that be in your area, minimum wage, hours worked? Like, would it be 10 hours? Would it be 8 hours? What, like in your area, because every state is different, what would that be? Did you work 8 hours straight to get that challenge pack? I highly doubt it. I very, very, very highly doubt it. But if you think about it, this is an amazing opportunity because we are given this huge, I don't know any other company that sends their employees on business trips to Cancun together, to Indianapolis to do training. I don't know that they get presents sent to them just for doing their job, which I'm getting a super cool hat, just a little woo woo. So I don't know another company that does those amazing things, these huge shout outs, these award ceremonies, all of these things. That's like the cloud stuff. That's like you did your dirt, you did your 8 hours a day or whatever it is for you to get that challenge pack. Now here's some awesome cloud stuff. And that's like, so that's what I want you guys to focus on, is because like Ask Gary Vee says this, I want you to write down your super awesome, huge cloud stuff. What are you wanting huge? For me, it's, I want to pay for my kids' college. I don't ever want my kids to have the amount of debt that I had for college. No, that like makes me like, my stomach hurt, my stomach drops. So that's like, I have an 11-year-old, but I have like a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So they have a while till they go, 4, he just turned 4 today, sorry. They have a while till they go to college. So that's like a very big dream for me, is have enough saved up that they're golden on college, right? But what I need to focus on day to day is my dirt, my minimum, my daily minimum. What are you gonna do? Even if you're sick in bed, your kids won't stop screaming, your life is horrible right now, what are you still gonna do? That dirt. Like for me, the dirt gets bigger as my clouds get bigger. Like I need to be able to, make 50 conversations. I need hard no's. I'm not saying ghosting me. I'm not saying like, I want to hear the hard, the rough, the no's, leave me alone. Like that is what I'm reaching for, because then I get some really hard yeses. This is my opportunity. I want to build a business with you. I want to, build a legacy for my children with you. Like I want all of these huge, huge things with you. I don't think that you get those big yeses unless you get like 100 no's. It was funny the other day, my super cute, and she's probably on here, but my super cute friend, she was like, I think I get like a 1 yes for every 10 no's. I'm like, girl, you are doing way better than I am, because I think I get about 100 no's before I get 1 yes. But if that's what it takes to change someone's life, if that's what it takes for someone to lose 100 pounds, to get their life back, to win money, for all of these things that I did, I will do it. I'll do 100 no's, fine. If it transforms someone's life and it's transforming my life and my kids' lives and everyone around me's lives, then bring on the no's. So anyways, to sum this all up, I hope that you all are failing forward. I hope that you all are getting big failures so that you have big steps that you are taking forward. I hope that you all are getting 100 no's a day. I hope that you all are not hitting a goal that you set because your goal is so big and so large. Because if you're hitting every single one of your goal and it's gravy and you've got it in the bag, and great, you need to set bigger goals. You need to set way higher goals so that you can fail forward. It's like this business is definitely like a cha-cha, you know, we're going to take like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's fine because it's the journey. You don't get to the pearly gates or whatever you believe in is after this life energy or whatever. And God or the universe is like, oh, I'm so glad you died. No, God is going to be like, what did you do on your journey? What did you do every day to get here? What did you do in your life that made a difference? And so that's what I want you to go out and do. Go out and do the dirt, because that's what I had to do. I had to let go of all of my excuses of why I wasn't getting my hands dirty and living in the clouds, which I can do. I can set these huge goals. I can be, you know, I'm going to be the Beachbody Challenge winner. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have a house. I'm going to have boats. I'm going to have, oh yeah, that stuff sounds great. Like all my friends on the beach in Cancun with me, getting pedicures and taco bar and drinks. Oh yeah, that sounds great. You know, those clouds, my kids not paying for college, those awesome clouds, those are great to think of. But how am I going to get dirty every day? How am I going to get in the dirt? How am I going to stay rough? How am I going to stay hungry? How am I going to stay pissed? How am I going to do all of that? And how I'm going to do all of that is doing my vital behaviors and really, really focusing on PD, because I want to get those hard no's that make me go, oh, that hurt. But I have so much personal development and so much belief in myself that I'm like, I'm so glad that you gave me that no, because it's an opportunity for me to change your mind or for you to unfriend me, like you can pick. So anyways, I hope that you all have an amazing, amazing day. And I'm going to look in the comments and see who said the first good thing about themselves, because I'm sending them a T for Transformation book because it's such a good personal development book. But anyways, I will talk to you all later and have a great night. Bye.